What's up, everybody? True Boxing here. Thank you for coming back to get hit with the truth. So today we're doing a what's next on Jamaine Ortiz, the undefeated lightweight contender, as he's coming off of the first, well, he's not undefeated anymore, sorry, as he's coming off of his first career defeat at the hands of the great Vasyl Lomachenko when they fought on Saturday, October 29th on ESPN. Now, you know, for Ortiz, you couldn't have asked for a better way to lose a fight. You know, losing sucks, of course, especially your first loss, but this guy went out there and almost beat one of the pound-for-pound best fighters in boxing in Lomachenko. He really went in there, competed at a high level. Most people felt he was winning the fight after 6 rounds, and then Vasyl Lomachenko went in there and really took over in the second half of the fight. But for Ortiz to be even beat in a fight with a guy like Lomachenko shows that this guy is ready to compete at a high level. He's coming off of prior to that, the win over Jamaine Herring, which retired Herring and set Ortiz up with the showdown with Loma. And now that he's coming off the loss, yes, that sucks, but he you know, it sucks that he lost the fight, but he can bounce back for sure. So let's run through the top 10 and see what's possible for the lightweight contender Ortiz coming off the loss to Loma. Well, we start with number 1, the undefeated, undisputed champion, Devin Haney. Is a fight possible? Not likely. Haney is almost for sure going to fight Lomachenko now in his next fight. I highly doubt he would go after the guy that Loma just beat unless Loma were to lose. I mean, unless Loma were to be injured and could not fight in the first half of the year. Then I think that opens the door for Ortiz. But I really believe Haney then would likely fight a mandatory or try to get a bigger name. But because Ortiz is with Top Rank and Haney has one more fight left on his contract with Top Rank, his 3-fight deal, then I think it could be possible, but I don't think it's likely. Then you look at George Kambosos. Not likely. He's coming off a loss to Devin Haney, back-to-back losses. He's probably going to take some time off, and he wouldn't want to fight a guy who can box the way Ortiz can, coming off of 2 losses like that, so I don't see it. You know, a rematch with Lomachenko, not going to happen. If Loma doesn't get hurt, he's fighting Haney most likely, and if Haney were to get hurt, Loma's going to move on and fight somebody else. I doubt he fights, I doubt he fights Ortiz again. Then you got Jojo Diaz. I don't see it. Jojo's coming off of back-to-back losses himself. He just lost to William Zepeda, actually on the same day as Ortiz and Lomachenko, and I really just don't see him, fighting a third, going in there in a high-risk fight in a third fight. I don't see it against a guy like Ortiz. Zaur Abdullayev. He's coming off of a stoppage win over Jorge Linares. That was a pretty big win. I wouldn't be surprised if a guy like him and Ortiz could lock horns, maybe in some kind of an eliminator, because Abdullayev's trying to get himself in the mix as well. I'm gonna lean towards the less likely that this happens, but I wouldn't be surprised if guys like this, because these guys are second-tier lightweights right now, I wouldn't be surprised if they got themselves into some kind of a final eliminator or something of that nature to move up the rankings and get into the mix. Then you got Javier Fortuna. I doubt it. He moved up to 140 in his last fight. He got wasted by Ryan Garcia. I doubt he gets himself back in great shape as an older fighter to go after a guy with the style of Ortiz. Not seeing it. Jorge Linares, doubt he would take the risk against a guy like Ortiz coming off of another stoppage loss to Abdullayev. I think Linares is contemplating retirement right now. And then, then you got a guy like Isaac Cruz. They're with different promotions. Bad style matchup for Cruz anyway, so not seeing it. Jeremiah Nakathila. That would be an interesting one, both with Top Rank. I could definitely see a possibility of it. Absolutely. I think it could be an option right there. And then you got Gustavo Lemos, another one I could see possibly if Ortiz was planted into an eliminator, but I don't think he's gonna be. So I'm not seeing it. And then some outside options. You got Shakur Stevenson is moving into the lightweight division in his next fight. Absolutely could see him and Ortiz locking horns for the purpose of, for Stevenson, not to just debut at 135, but to also go into 135 and take on the guy that just fought his heart out against Lomachenko and just came out short. I think Shakur might fight Ortiz just to prove that, you know, how much better he is than Lomachenko. If he can have a better performance against Ortiz, and let's say Lomachenko but say Lomachenko beats Haney, then it'd be very believable in the second half of the year if Stevenson and Lomachenko fought in a super fight that Shakur, you know, could be the favorite going into that one. So that's a good one right there. And then an outside option for a guy like Ortiz would be Nakatani. Masahiro Nakatani, that dude, you know, he lost last year to Loma, hasn't really done much, but he's worked with Top Rank a few times now, and the guy, you know, brings it and throws a lot of punches. So for Jamaine Ortiz, I think he's going to have options. He's definitely thrown himself in the mix with his performance, and I think he'll get something decent. I can see Shakur Stevenson. I can see Jeremiah Nakathila or Nakatani if he jumps back into the serious mix, and if not, Top Rank will definitely get him on a good undercard moving forward. So we'll see what happens, but that's the what's next on the lightweight contender, Jamaine Ortiz, following his first pro defeat, a tough, close decision loss to Vasyl Lomachenko. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate any and all support. This is True Boxing, and you've been hit with the truth.